all of a sudden new people keep arguing, especially in a particular kind of space. Or maybe you really feel very warm and very relaxed when you're in a certain kind of environment. Could there be a hidden psychological thingy going around with interior design? That's what we want to unpack today. And we are joined by the lovely, lovely interior designer, Chelsea. Thank you so much for joining us. Chelsea, I think you just go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. Do you do interior decorating? What exactly do you do, Chelsea?
Okay, so I'm an interior designer and I'm Chelsea Wanjiru. I run a company of an interior design, so it's called Unleashed Interiors, and basically I'm not an interior decorator, I'm an interior designer.
There is a difference?
Yes.
Okay, Chanuaras, just the same way we've been enlightened here by Willis the Word Master. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically interior decorators is what you do is put pillows, plants, and throw pillows and throw blankets. But as an interior designer, we understand the person who is using the space, we understand the behavior, and then now we are able to design that space according to the functionality and how it makes that person feel. So basically interior design involves how a human behaves.
That's the part I'm interested in.
Yes. So basically, interior design, it just involves how a person behaves and the space they're using, so the environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I can classify myself as an interior decorator.
Yeah.
Because I know how to throw the pillows.
Yeah.
But now I'm interested to know, you say that it deals with the person themselves, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you are about to decorate someone's space, what are some of the questions that you ask? Let's just imagine this. I am a client.
Okay.
I'm interested in decorating this couch here.
Okay.
What are some of the questions or things you would want to inquire from me for you to make your decision on what you will do with the space?
Okay. Basically, I'll start with where the couch is going. How many people do you want in that space, and also the type of the place where you're putting the couch. How are you going to use it? So basically, it's functionality of the space. Then now, and how safety that space will look with that specific chair. Is it too big? Is it too small? So basically, if this is the size of the chair, I'll need to know where it's going. Is it the sitting room? Is it the dining? Is it basically this cannot go to a dining? It can go to a lounge. A dining needs a higher chair. Then
Size next to the table.
Yes,
I get what
and
you
this
mean.
one means cozy, then relaxing in a way. Yeah.
So do these arrangements usually affect like power dynamics? Because I remember that whole concept of kitty adadi.
Yes.
And you would know that it's positioned in a certain place.
Yeah.
So do you think that interior design actually has that effect in terms of power dynamics in a space?
Yes, it has.
How do you achieve that, and how do you exploit that?
So basically, the way we place the furniture in a room will be determined by the people who are using the space. For example, if I'm the dad and I like to sit at a certain angle, then I'll look at the TV, or maybe I like to sit next to a wall so that I can be able to see who is coming, who is leaving. So he has the control of the space. Then now, if you have small kids, there is a way that you'll put your seats so that you can avoid injuries. Then also, if you have big seats, you need a bigger room.
Okay.
Yes.
How does it affect the mood? Because there are certain spaces that you go in, and I don't know if it's the colors or the lighting or the pillows themselves or the fabric of the seat, but there's a mood that is created. You either feel like you are calm and relaxed. I think that's what restaurants play around with. But there are certain spaces that you go in and you find that there's a lot of argument that happens there. Does interior design have effect on mood, and how does it have the effect? Is it the colors? Is it the arrangement? Or what is it exactly?
Okay, you've said two things, and color is one thing. Color affects the mood, the energy, and the energy.
Oh, yes. Hapo energy.
So color affects the mood and the energy. So if you use warm colors, it makes you feel comfortable and also feels safe. If you use cool colors, now it becomes more formality. Now, if you use brighter colors, now it becomes you're alert to something. For example, if you're using red in a space, you're always alert, because red means danger. It is used on signs. So already in your subconscious mind, it shows that red, it alerts you on something. So red on the traffic light says stop. So already you're alert. So in a space where you're using such colors, you will always be, you're not comfortable. It's like you have anxiety.
And people put red in their bedrooms.
So how do you put red in a bedroom where you need to relax? So putting red in a bedroom is like,
okay.
You're
is
feeling,
that romantic?
No, it's not romantic. So
but red is the Valentine color. So
no, maybe you can do a warm color that is like a burnt orange in a bedroom. At least when you wake up, you see something positive. You see a good energy. It brings a good energy. But when you do red, it makes you alert.
Okay.
Then now when you start saying about lighting affects the mental health of someone. The type of lighting you're using, we have warm lights, you have the daylight. So for example, if I'm waking up in the morning, I have a brighter light. It makes me feel like, oh, it's a new day. I get clarity. But now if I go and hustle during the day, then I come back to my house, then I see the same light that I saw in the morning, it gives me that anxiety. So when you're coming back home when you have a long day, you need something that is relaxing. That's why you have a warm light. And these days we are doing, when you're designing, there is a way you can regulate your lighting. Yes. So it will now affect the mood. So when you regulate that lighting to a warmish, you feel comfortable and you relax. Then you feel rejuvenated when you wake up in the morning to now a light like that is bright.
Okay.
Yeah, and also in design we also use large windows. Large windows bring natural light, and natural light makes you feel like you're outside. There is a way it makes you feel like your stress are over.
Okay, this is to all the landlords. Please spare us those tiny windows that imprison us. Yeah, most houses really have very tiny windows.
Yes.
So your advice is to have bigger windows to let in the light and make you feel like you are actually outside.
Exactly.
Because being outside makes you feel what?
It makes you feel like you're relaxed, stress-free. Like you see the way human beings are attracted to nature. That's why we go to Karura. Why do we go to Karura? Because when we walk, we feel that air, that fresh breath. So if you have a small window like the 900 by 900, that is for a toilet. Now, if you have
for a toilet, you don't want to be in nature.
For a toilet, you see, a toilet has a space of 1 meter.
Yes.
So if you get a 900 mm and 900 mm, it feels like you're in a kaninika room. But when you're in a large, it's called what? Large lounge, like you're in a big living room and all that. Imagine having like a small window, you'll feel different.
Yeah.
But when you have a big window and you have curtains, lovely curtains, so you feel good.
Yeah.
Yes, and you also feel like you have energy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Now I'm curious. I want to take you back to the colors.
Okay.
Because you talked about the warm colors and you talked about the bright colors, and maybe some of us would not be knowing which are these warm colors and which are these. I know we've studied them in school, but people tend to forget which are these warm colors, especially get confused with bright colors. What are bright colors?
So bright colors, let me talk about first warm colors. Warm colors are like burnt orange, you have yellow, you have caramel, you have something neutral, like when you're doing the color palettes, there is a way that you have red, you have blue, and you have green. So if there is a way...
The primary colors.
Yes, the primary colors. Now, when you go to the secondary colors, when now you're mixing now the orange, now it goes now to the warmish color.
Okay.
Now, when you're going to the blue, now it goes to the cool colors, whereby it gets used to hospitals, some environment, even hotels use that on the lobby. So basically, warm colors are that side of the orange, or the orange and yellow part. Then now the cold colors, now you go to the blue side. Then green, it's a bit, it maintains.
Okay.
Yeah.
In your experience, what are some of the most quirkiest or weirdest demands that your clients have had regarding, revamping their spaces?
Okay. So when I'm dealing with different ages, I listen to what they want. Then the good thing is with if you're a good interior designer, what you do is you listen first. Then now you listen to their suggestions. Then if you're dealing with a small girl or boys, everybody, it's different. They want brighter colors. Now I dealt with an elderly lady, and the color she wanted was, I'll say reddish. It was not maroon, but it was red. When you enter, it's like knocks you down.
It just knocks you down.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a song. Anyway, carry on.
So I had to go with the color palettes and decided, imagine you have a long ceiling, then you put a red color. So having a red color on that long wall makes the house look different, and also you feel like you're put in a cocoon, umefungiwa with everything inside. So I had to sit with her. She was elderly and she didn't get why I'm telling her this red thing cannot work, and she kept on insisting. So what I did a 3D. A 3D is something, it's a picture of how that room will look before the construction. So when I did a 3D for her of that red thing, she was like, no, I don't want that color. So now I had to do a 3D of a neutral color that works with the ceiling and also the floor.
And I find that a little bit manipulative. And that brings it to actually the whole association with psychology and interior design.
Yeah.
Is it used in certain spaces to actually manipulate people to do certain things? Because there are certain shops I know that when you go there, you just impulse buy. I don't know if it is the lighting. It makes everything look so bright, so nice, so new. And you find yourself continuing to buy, and you don't want to leave the space. So is it kind of used sometimes to manipulate consumers when it comes to business, or manipulate the mood of the space?
Okay, basically interior design, it's all about how that space makes you feel. If you go to a shop and they have used certain colors, it provokes your emotions. Now, the fact that it provokes your emotions, you keep on going back and forth on that reel. You keep going back and forth. So imagine your emotion have already been provoked. Now you start feeling like, I need this dress. And to be honest, you don't need it.
You don't.
Yeah. So basically, it's the color, and also for when you're dealing with a client, like a retail shop, they will tell you, I want this color. So if now you are an interior designer and you're like, okay, this color will make people buy. Yes, it does, because interior design is all about how people react.
Wow.
Yeah, it's how you react to that specific space.
There is definitely a science to that part. Definitely a science to that.
Yeah, and also how you behave. The way you behave, it also provokes how you behave. And also the way, for example, if you're in an office and the office, maybe you don't have large windows and all that, you don't become productive. So interior design also makes you, the way that space is designed also makes you be productive, and also promotes your well-being.
Okay. So, Chelsea,
Yeah.
I want you to imagine this is a couch. I want to be revamped. I want this space, just this space here, to feel cozy, to feel homely, to feel like there's a TV right in front of me. I can chill and watch TV 47, enjoy all the shows. I want to watch Bedsitter, in fact. Imagine that this is me seated here trying to watch Bedsitter and I want it revamped. What should we do?
First, I'll remove the fabric.
You remove the, okay,
Yeah.
we can't remove that, but yeah. So our fabric out.
Then I'll do a velvet with maybe a lighter gray, not this gray.
I don't know, let me ask my director if we have AI that can be doing those changes as we carry on.
Okay, but if you're not removing that, I'll add a throw blanket on top of it. Then
Okay.
I'll do a plant over here, so that now you feel like you're outside and you're not outside, because the plant makes you feel like as if you're outside. Then the other thing is a place where you can put popcorns.
Oh, yes, because when you're watching Bedsitter,
Yeah.
you must have some popcorns.
Yes.
I like the idea of the plant. I'll have one last question for you, Chelsea. Is it a real plant or is a plastic one?
Now
The fake ones.
now that depends with the client. The client, can you take care of the plant? Because you don't want to have a plant and you can't water it. So if
Yeah.
you're asking for like a live plant, ask because you are able to take care of the plant. Because you see, design is also biophilic.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot to learn today. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Chelsea, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us your insights. We are excited about interior design. I'm personally excited about interior design and I want to try it out. I don't want to stay as a decorator. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up TV47 Prime today. I wish you all a very, very good night. It's been awesome all the way from Kakamega and then here and this lovely conversation to Kisii with Willis. We have had such an awesome time. My name is Wakio Mzenge, and from me and the sign language interpreter, Rhoda Nyamai, we want to wish you a good night.